The settlement of the Czechoslovakian problem, which has now been achieved, is, in my view, only the prelude to a larger settlement in which all Europe may find peace.
There had not been a time in recent memory when any had challenged the collective might of the Commonwealth. But as conflict engulfed the world, our enemies were foolish enough to bring aggression to our coastline. And as Japanese bombs fell on our shores, the Commonwealth was already in motion to defend her people. And when we strike back, we shall do so as a united front, with allies by our side. And together, we shall...
Es sind die einzigen, die wirklich als internationale Elemente anzusprechen sind, weil sie überall ihre Geschäfte betätigen können. Aber das Volk kann ihnen ja nicht nachfolgen. Das Volk ist ja gekettet an seinen Boden, ist ja gekettet an seine Heimat, ist ja gebunden an die Lebensmöglichkeiten seines Staates, der Nation.
Europe's last free nation was swept away by a wave of tyranny. The lifeboat of democracy, lost in a storm of war. After the division of Poland, the Soviet Union's armies stayed peacefully behind their borders, while the United States, still upset over England's failed invasion of Norway, fully embraced isolationism. The Germans, emboldened by good weather and by Britain's Italian distractions in the Mediterranean, cleared the way for a direct assault, pummeling the capital with overwhelming air power as part of the most intricately coordinated assault yet seen in the war. They took the Channel within hours, establishing supply chains to support the thousands of paratroopers now on British soil. British forces fought them in the fields and in the streets. But soon, London had fallen, and with it, the sun had finally set on the British Empire. But as the sun rose on a Germany eager to stamp out the stubborn English resistance, it also rose over an envious power in the Soviet Union.
Vor uns liegt Deutschland, in uns marschiert Deutschland und hinter uns kommt Deutschland.
Пусть осенит вас непобедимое знамя великого лета. За полный разгром немецких захватчиков, смерть немецким оккупантам. Да здравствует наша славная Родина, ее свобода, ее независимость. Под знаменем Ленина вперед к победе!
Alone we stood against fascism. Alone we drove the German invader from Stalingrad. Alone we prepare to march west. We stand on the edge of victory. But an old enemy has returned to its backstabbing ways. Japan and its puppets resist the workers' revolution in China. The rising sun is plunging its dagger into our exposed eastern lands. The Soviet Union stands alone against imperialism. We can rely on no one. We shall defeat the Japanese as we have defeated the Germans. The Soviet workers are unconquered. We are unconquerable. If we must win this next war alone, we shall do that too.
Германия разбита на голову. Германские войска капитулируют. Советский Союз торжествует победу, хотя он и не собирается ни расчленять, ни уничтожать Германию. Товарищи, Великая Отечественная война завершилась нашей полной победой. Период войны в Европе кончился. Начался период мирного развития. С победой вас, мои дорогие соотечественники и соотечественницы! Слава нашей героической Красной Армии, отстоявшей независимость нашей Родины и завоевавшие победу над врагом. Слава нашему великому народу, народу-победителю! Вечная слава героям, павшим в боях с врагом и отдавшим свою жизнь.
3 winters ago, Soviet forces conquered the German capital of Berlin. Now, with Hitler in exile, the Soviets' puppet regime rules from the Kralper. With the Soviet focus on the West, Japan has been free to continue their aggressive expansion, threatening our allies in the region. On the home front, men and women are working around the clock, producing guns, tanks, and supplies to aid the remaining free nations of Europe, while building our own forces to counter the ever-rising threat of war. Should the communists dominate Europe and Africa, and the Japanese in Asia and the Pacific, then the claws of tyranny will soon grasp for the light of American democracy. Our attempts to avoid war have proven futile. As the enemy continues to enslave the nations of the world, capturing more natural resources critical to the advancement of mankind, we must take action. The time for conflict is upon us. How long can the U.S. hope to avoid the cost of war on its shores?